We're human. We can all create a strong desire about something that we would like to attain for ourselves, and it can become an obsession. And there is nothing wrong with a healthy obsession. It's when it's an unhealthy obsession that's a detriment to us or those around us that we have to shift our mindset to work for us. Just like obsessions, we're human, so we can also all struggle from some form of addiction or another. Humans do tend to have highly addictive personalities. Now, there are just as many negative addictions that we need to avoid as there are positive addictions. And usually, to break the cycle of a negative addiction, we need to positively get addicted to something that is beneficial, so that that desire, that obsession with the healthy addiction takes over the negative addiction, because we're getting a positive reward from it. An addiction is a compulsive, and it can be an uncontrollable behaviour that we often persist in an engagement with. Now, when it's something positive and we've got that strong desire and we're addicted to it, it helps us get motivated. It helps us get out of bed in the morning. It helps us when things are going tough to keep going because we want this outcome. We've got a strong desire to attain it. So even when we're having those hard days, we can focus on the end goal and keep going to achieve it. When it comes to a negative addiction, it's going to negatively impact your life and those around you in many different ways. Narcissistic people, characterized by an excessive need for admiration and attention, their sense of entitlement, their lack of empathy, their addictions often manifest in a variety of different ways. And one of these is that intense desire for attention and praise and validation, constantly seeking validation and admiration from those around them. They have an unquenchable thirst for recognition, which overshadows their ability to empathize with other people because they are solely focused on their own needs. It ruins their ability to be able to praise and genuinely congratulate other people because they're envious of other people's achievements, and then they become obsessed in destroying those things for others so that they can regain that sense of superiority within themselves. And that's another addiction. They need to feel superior. They need to feel better than all others. And they will go to extreme lengths to criticize, mock, humiliate, pull and tear everybody else down in order to feel better about themselves. Genuine people with a healthy addiction will often go all out to make other people feel better about themselves. Unwittingly, they don't actually recognize that this makes themselves feel better about themselves. Helping others makes themselves feel good, but they're not doing it for that purpose. They're doing it because they want to see somebody else happy. They want to see somebody else succeed. They get a pleasure out of someone else's happiness and success. And this is a positive addiction. Narcissistic people get displeasure out of other people's happiness and success. They get pain and they seek to destroy it for another person. And this makes them feel better. So they're addicted to being superior. They can also become addicted to various substance abuse. They seek to temporarily relieve themselves from any form of emptiness. It's their self-medication. You can often notice when you've been around a narcissist, you might pick up one or two of these unhealthy addictions, and it's usually the unhealthy addiction of a narcissist that a narcissist has encouraged you to join in with. And the way they do it, they make it so difficult to say no to them that you end up going along with them, and it ends up making life worse for you. Recognizing that addiction and finding something to help you break free from that addiction is how you help yourself recover. With a narcissist, the addiction's never their fault. It's always someone somebody else's fault. They're always looking to lie and cover their tracks. Gambling. People can enjoy a flutter. People can recognise that if they enjoy a flutter, they don't just stop at one, so they just can't gamble because it's going to negatively impact their life. People can just get into situations where they just don't see a way out. So there's plenty of reasons behind somebody gambling. With a narcissist, it's their need for that high risk-taking behaviour that fills them with that excitement and joy for a moment. They can also get addicted to shopping. Now, people can like shopping for various reasons. People can become addicted to shopping for various reasons. With a narcissist, it's to maintain that sense of superiority. It's to have the best possession. It's to show off. It's to gloat. It's to bloat. It's to gloat. It's to be better than all others. It's to boast. When it comes to a narcissist, their excessive shopping is their own self-fulfilling desire to be better than all others. A narcissist will also engage in power struggles. They're obsessed with those power struggles because they need to be in charge. They need to be right. They can't stand somebody else having a different opinion. They can't stand somebody doing better than them. They can't stand somebody having better than them. So they will resort to those power struggles, the power trip. So if their neighbour buys a car, they'll go all out to gamble to try and buy a better car because they're envious of the other person, rather than recognising that it's all in the perception and no one's better than another person. We all have our individual preferences, which a narcissist is not going to want you to have because you need to perceive them as the best. Perfectionism is another one. Now, when you've been around a narcissistic person, you might pick up OCD. Because there's that much uncertainty and confusion within your life, you're trying to create that sense of certainty. So you might pick up OCD. You might need certain things aligning in certain way. You might not want to step on cracks. There's so many different variables to OCD. When it comes to a narcissist, their perfectionism is done in a manner where they need to appear perfect to all outside sources. And they will usually do this by pointing out all other people's imperfections so that they can feel better about themselves. Supply is another addiction because they're looking for that attention and validation. They're looking to feel superior. They're looking to be better. They're looking for those power struggles. They need that supply from other people. They need that attention from other people. They need that supply of materialistic items from others. They are highly addicted in gaining the supply so that they don't have to recognise and deal with themselves, because to a narcissist, it's always somebody else's faults and never their own. If anyone has any thoughts on this video or any addictions that you noticed, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers, and your continued support of the channel is greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, we do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have a couple of books out on Amazon, 15 Rules to Deal with Narcissistic People if you're unable to go no contact, and a Narcissists Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse. I shall link those into the description also if you'd like to go and check them out. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.